So we just all split up and went here and there, and it was almost 8 weeks before we got back into our house. What a mess. But it was a real experience. I mean, everybody was cooperative. There was no looting. There was no trouble. And I always remembered this story. The brother next to me in age was 19, and he was quite the man about town at this time. So my mother had this big, heavy black mission furniture that everybody had then in the dining room. And my brother had his fedora. All young men, take note, all young men wore hats then, snappy fedoras. Good, good. So he had his, and he had it upside down on the top ledge of the mission furniture, which probably about 5.5 feet from the floor. And he kept his Christmas cards in it. So here's his hat sitting there upside down with his Christmas cards in. Well, sometime after the water hit the place, the mission furniture just turned over completely, and the hat, still upside down, floated out the side door and made a left and went on up Main Street. So the water was almost to 6 by this time, and that's pretty much where it crested. And there were a lot of men there, obviously, with the rowboats and everything, and they had hip waders on. And the one said, hey, he said, look, there's somebody's hat. So he waded in, and he got it, and he looked, and he said, oh, here's Jack Dew's Christmas cards. So Jack got his cards back. That's about all we got back, too. But we had some, it was fun to me because I didn't have any of the worries. And I wasn't afraid at all because I had confidence that my dad and my mom would take care of it. And, you know, they did. But the neighbors, everybody's spirits in that. I mean, we had just about lost everything, you know. But what could you do about it? You couldn't whine and cry, so we did the best, you know.